me as a council representing Moston, over the last few months, have received more letters, emails, phone calls than at any other time over my 20-year career as Ward Council. I've spoken to many residents and listened to their views. As a result, sought clarification on their many points. I've contacted the city solicitor, senior planning officers, highway engineers, environment health officers and others in an attempt to understand the detail, the applicant and its implications for the residents who are immediately affected. The committee report talks of people supporting the application living in M40 postcode area. Just as M20 covers Disbury, Burnage, Ormond, Charlton Park and Wellington, the M40 postcode covers a large area stretching from Newbury, Mark Flatting, Moston, New Moston, Colliers, Park Charlestown. There is a sufficient number of people who will be directly affected by the proposal close to the site, and their lives will suffer as they will be affected by stadium lighting, parking problems, the noise of crowd vehicles, antisocial disposal of litter and cans, and all other aspects of the stadium construction and operation. The original report early in the years stated that an alternative site had been considered, but that the view was that people living around Winchester Park would not be happy with a similar proposal. Many of the people in the immediate location are concerned and not happy with the proposal. There is many questions which even at this late stage it deserves a clear response. I'm pleased the recommendation to the committee is to be minded to approve rather than approve the application. I would ask that when the draft section 106 agreement has been drawn up, should be referred back to this full committee so that it can be considered properly in accordance with recent government guidelines which require
of the local residents. That said, this is obviously a very contentious matter and there are a great many other people who object. My firm has already made late written submissions, some of which have just been raised then. Rather than regurgitate those again in the limited time, I would simply respectfully request that you consider our submissions of the 24th of October. Those which I will discuss today in brief are those which are most important to those who instruct me, and they relate to noise and in relation to parking. In relation to noise, the strong concern of the local residents is that there simply is not enough weight being given to their thoughts as to this matter, most in particular to the care home and nursing homes which are in the local vicinity. It seems to be that the report simply says to close windows when there is noise, which as individuals I'm sure we will accept is not really acceptable, particularly given that there seems to be a suggestion in the report that it will only take place during the football season, but if the facilities are to be used for other reasons and for other purposes, clearly that noise will go on throughout the year, albeit potentially of diminished nature. In relation to parking, there is very severe concerns that there is insufficient provision within the report. The report itself does raise the concern and suggest that a Section 106 agreement will be entered into. And in that regard, the residents respectfully request that should a Section 106 agreement be prepared, that rather than the execution be delegated to an officer, that that 106 agreement come back for public scrutiny before this committee at a later date, in order that the public can be satisfied as to the efficiency and the efficacy of that agreement. Finally, as I say, there are a great number of people in opposition to this. In relation to the 106 agreement, I should say that as a matter of transparency, it would be appropriate for it to come back to this committee. There are, we understand from the report, a great many letters of support. Now, those who instruct me are preparing their own investigation as to those letters, and the allegation, some of those letters, are certainly from individuals who are not in the local area, although the weight of their correspondence is, it seems, equivalent to those who live around the corner from development. But most particularly, there are a number of items of correspondence which appear to have come from abroad, being Canada and Australia, and some addresses which simply don't exist. So what I will say is that whilst there is a significant correspondence in support of the planning application, I would ask the members of the committee to consider that those who instruct me and those who have written in opposition are all local residents. The locals do not want this development to take place.
Is principal of the Manchester College, who's been in partnership with FC United for a number of years. As a ward councillor, I support this application because I believe it will bring welcome investment and opportunities to the area. I appreciate that near neighbours will have concerns regarding litter, parking and noise, but I feel that FC United are addressing these problems in their plans. The advantages the club can bring include improved changing rooms and showers for Moston juniors and other local teams, an all-weather pitch, and opportunities to encourage and develop girls' sport sadly lacking in the area, such as netball and hockey, and the use of the indoor facilities for activities such as street dance, majorettes and martial arts. At a time when the economic climate prevents any new developments, and indeed existing facilities are closing across the city, I believe that this will be an excellent opportunity for the North Manchester community, young and old. Obviously, FC United's main purpose is to play football matches approximately 30 times a year. The rest of the time, the stadium will be available for community use. The club already has a history of valuable work in the community, and as a non-profit making mutual cooperative, I believe they will continue to do so. As a local councillor, I fully support the application with the proviso that we will be assiduous in our scrutiny of the development and the requirements set out in the application. The majority of people who have contacted me have been in support of the scheme, as indeed are the family of Ronald Johnson. Thank you.
Throughout the period of the application by FC United, I've consistently said and continue to say today that unless Boston Juniors were satisfied, unless the Charities Commission was satisfied that this application was entirely appropriate, if either of those had been rejected, then I would have been saying to you today that we should reject this. I am now aware that both Boston Juniors are content and the Charities Commission are also content. I believe that a bonus for this, I know this until today, that the family of Ronald Johnson are actually supporting this too, and I consider that to be something of a bonus. We are aware of residents' concerns, and the committee will be aware that Councillor Tabber and I actually introduced a 13 points for consideration by the committee, certainly in relationship to the noise issues, the parking issues, because we accept that local residents rightly have concerns, and the local residents rightly expect that we would represent them, particularly with the FC United issue, and we have duly done so. We believe that FC United have very sound ethics. They have an excellent reputation in terms of working in communities. They do lots of charity work and volunteering. We believe it's entirely appropriate for Ronald Johnson's field, which we tried to develop in Boston Juniors, would have faltered without the initiative of FC United. I support the points made by Councillor Tabner, my colleague. I think that one of the provisos should be there should be a review of the once FC United actually undertake the commission of playing football on Ronald Johnson Field, and that we as a council should have at least built in a proviso to review the activity, certainly after 12 months, certainly after 3 years, and perhaps every 5 years thereafter. I think it's reasonable to actually expect something of that nature. But I am fully in support of this chair, and we would recommend to the committee that